Welcome back, the Bhagavad Gita. So, here Krishna again describes the happy man and he tells Arjuna, "You know this, Kante, but still I will tell you again. Both the pain as well as the pleasure that come to you from objects that appeal to your senses are, without exception, sources of sorrow. They have a beginning and they have an end. The wise man understands this. He neither rejoices when something pleasant happens nor grieves when something unpleasant does." Imagine the happiness that such a man enjoys even when he lives on earth. All his joy springs from within himself, not from anything on the outside. He is never attracted to the wondrous things the world throws at him because he has his senses under control. He is never confused or bewildered because he has his mind under control. He is able to look beyond the obvious. Outer appearances do not fool him. He sees me in all creatures, in a learned and gentle priest, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or a reviled eater of dogs, an outcast, and treats them all just the same, just as I do. He offers his work as a sacrifice to me, knowing that I am the enjoyer of sacrifices. He sees me everywhere, in everything, knowing that I am the Lord of all the worlds. He trusts me completely, knowing that I am the friend of all beings, and he is at peace. Everyone's the same on the inside. There is this famous shloka which says, "Vide Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Cheva Shwapake Cha Pandita Samdarshana." That means sages see with an equal eye, a learned and humble Brahman, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or an outcast. Most religions in the world preach some version of this truth, that all creatures are equal and that they should all therefore be treated equally. Which is why it is so surprising that so few of us follow this excellent advice. Never mind other creatures. We don't even treat all humans the same. We treat the rich differently from the poor, the beautiful differently from the not so beautiful, the powerful very differently from the powerless, and those who we serve very differently from those who serve us. So you must read this shloka out loud to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to remind yourself and them of this one vital step on the journey to a good and happy life. And the Gita, it echoes everywhere. Many writers, artists, musicians, and filmmakers often take on the role of being the conscience of society. Through their work, they point out uncomfortable truths, make people think, and initiate change in mindsets. Two of the most beloved singers-songwriters of the 20th century, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, had their own unique ways of conveying the message that the Gita does in this chapter. In his song Ebony and Ivory, Paul McCartney wondered poignantly why people who are different colors or who look different from one another or come from different countries or follow different religions on the outside cannot seem to live in friendship with one another when the black and white keys on his piano keyboard do so with such perfect harmony, producing beautiful music together. And similarly, a generation later, in his, song Black or White, Michael Jackson urged his listeners to understand that it wasn't color or race that made people different from one another, but what they were like in their hearts and minds. Once you understood that, he said, anyone could become your brother or sister. It really wouldn't matter if they were black or white. Hard to disagree with either of these guys? Huh? Think about it. Do subscribe and share. Thank you.